Hello, I am the Grandmaster Justin. Wah, 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 wah! I am going to teach you martial arts like you would know me. I'm going to teach you how to Sonic Boom. I'm going to use a Hadouken. I'm going to show you how to use 100 hand slap and stuff like that. I'm also going to teach you how to wear goofy costumes, look big and buff even though you really aren't. Or look like a monster that shoots out electricity out of his body. Or a weird Indian guy who stretches out his arms and blows fire. And you're probably wondering what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Street Fighter, the movie that came out at the time when video game movies were starting to come out. That was the next movie to come out. Well, maybe offhand, I don't know. But get ready for Street Fighter! Wah!
Justin Zone! If you're feeling down, you don't have to feel alone. Just get on the internet, go to the Justin Zone. He's the best friend that you have ever known. Yes, boys and girls, it's time for the Justin Zone. Throw your brain out the window and enter the unknown. Now don't adjust your screen, you're in the Justin Zone. Throw your brain out the window, forget what you've known. Don't adjust the screen, you're in the Justin Zone. You're in the Justin Zone. You're in the Justin Zone. Oh God, oh God, we're in the Justin Zone. We're in the Justin Zone. We're in the Justin Zone. We're in the Justin Zone.
Well, we're back at the Justin Zone, and this is for Street Fighter! Anyway, so today is the movie Street Fighter, of course, as I've already said. Street Fighter has Jean-Claude Van Damme. It has, the guy from Addams Family. Okay, I never can say his name right. Anyway, now this movie, as the video game craze was starting, this was another one that was picked. It was a franchise game. It started out by Capcom as an arcade. It was originally Street Fighter, and you played as either Ryu or Ken. That was the only two you played through, and you had to go through around the world, fighting opponents, leading up into the end. And then eventually it got to Street Fighter 2. Well, originally not many people know, but there was a game called Final Fight, which actually was supposed to be a sequel to Street Fighter. But it never fell through, became its own franchise. Although the characters from Final Fight have appeared in some of Street Fighter, like Guy and Cody and Poison have appeared in Street Fighter games. Anyway, you know, Street Fighter is a series that is like pretty much the godfather of 2D fighter games. It started out as an arcade, various copies of it has been made, stuff like that, you know, remakes, stuff like that. But that's not one. We're talking about the movie. Now, the movie starts out, they wanted to keep some of the tone of the games, so they actually did dress a lot of the characters like that. Jean-Claude Van Damme played Guile. He, you know, was originally part of, I think he was a really good pick. I think of anybody else, not at the time. Like, he actually kind of really fit, like, he had that leadership role and stuff like that. Now, to play the villain, M. Bison, he was actually portrayed by, by the guy who played in Addams Family. He actually got nominated for an award for being Best Supporting Actor in this movie. Fans were actually really happy with his performance in this as a villain, because he had the dictatorship kind of thing down. Now, in all honesty, I'm surprised. Like, you've seen pictures of M. Bison in various of the games. You know, he kind of did have a little skinny tone, but if you looked in later pictures, he actually was, like, big and huge like most of the others. Now, I'm always surprised he never got a bigger actor to do M. Bison. Anyway, now to fill in the rest of the cast, you just kind of have your mediocre actors. Now, Cammy, the girl who played Cammy, they actually had a hard time casting her, which never really understood why. She is actually, the actress that played Cammy, actually is more of a pop star, like a singer. She, you know, I've actually seen some various pictures of her. She's pretty good looking. But with all the fighting characters you had, like, they actually tried to get in a good bit of the original characters. Vega's outfit was actually really well done. The guy who plays Sagat, on the other hand, actually, he appeared in Mystery Men, and there was this one other movie he appeared in about where, I guess, the ship had some kind of monster was underneath the ship or something, stuff like that. He was in that movie. Chun-Li, honestly, I've never seen her. She's not saying she never played in anything else. I have seen her in an episode of 2.5 Men where she actually played a love interest of Charlie's. Variously, but what was interesting about this movie is they actually tried to do some of the moves. You get the flash kick, you get the one of the uppercut moves. Chun-Li does her flying kick in the air, stuff like that. But it's interesting that they try to get some of the characters' moves down. Now, this movie was met with some negative results, as most video game movies are. But it was all about, to me, the characters. It was there. It hit right on to, like, and they had. You have to. I can't give away. For those who've never watched it, I can't really give away the ending. But there is a post-credit scene, and I never knew about this being the hardcore. And it does kind of hint at a sequel. There are some scenes that actually, to me, were really well done. Like the fight with Ryu and Vega in the cage was actually pretty cool. And of course, you had that one comical scene where Zangief and E Honda fought in like a Godzilla style on top of a model stuff, and you got people watching this on TV. It's really funny. Also, the guy who played Dhalsim, or Dr. Dhalsim, he actually appeared in Indiana Jones, the show, and Temple of Doom. Also, after that, a cartoon series came out, and they actually used some of the ideas from the movie and kept it to there. So anyway, if you're really into fighting, the fighting game series, you might want to check it out. It's not that terrible. I've seen worse come out of Hollywood, but this one I highly recommend. If just watch it. It's not all that bad. So now I've taught you the kung fu styles of the Justin, or my kung fu weirdness, So you must stay tuned next time, because our kung fu is over. We're starting with the next movie, Mortal Kombat. After that, since then we did Street Fighter. So anyway, this is Justin Zone signing off.